But we felt we should still hear from one of the doyens of the industry, Bala Subramanian sir. Thank you so much, sir, for coming all the way from Bangalore to share your pearls of wisdom. Over to you.
Thank you. I'll take it. Thank you, Amber. And I'm going to take you to a totally new area which I can bet none of the people in the audience will know. But on cargo subject. Starts with a quiz because all of us had a fantastic lunch this afternoon. What is the percentage of cargo that moves by air as a part of total transport in the world? What is the percentage by air? 1.5. Okay, most of you are from there. 1.23456 if I say, you are not going to say no to me. But around 1 to 1.2%. By value, what is it? 36% nearly. Now, there is a huge initiative taken during COVID, which 99% of the population doesn't know, where ICAO, which is the body of all the governments in the world, 193 member countries, India is one of the member countries, talked about taking all the laws which are hindering international trade by air. Please underline the word by air, because it is still possible by sea, by other modes, but not by air. They were all hindering the air cargo growth. So that was to be taken. As it will happen in any of the committee meetings, 2-3 countries kept deliberating, we should do something about it, we should make a paper about it, another thing. Quietly I came out, I was part of the committee. I said, we are making a paper. I straight went to Dr. Shefali Juneja, Amber's colleague, old colleague. I said, ma'am, we are making the paper. India is leading this whole initiative, not any other country. She said, Balaji, if you are willing to support me and if you are willing to guide me, I am willing to stick my neck out. Straight away, then I was very fortunate to author that paper with a few inputs from ICAO, head of cargo, as well as Amar More of Khale Logistics, which many of you may know. And we got 82 countries I invited for a video conference. 76 countries participated in that, including UNECE, Economic Commission for Europe, UNCITRAL, which is the body for lawmaking, where there are some legal provisions which are hindering the growth of air cargo. They all agreed, and finally in September 2022, in the 41st Assembly of ICAO, we produced a paper. Honorable Minister Jyotiraj Scindia himself was present. Shri Rajiv Bansalji himself was present. Unfortunately, I couldn't go because my visa cannot be renewed because of COVID. Unfortunate, I did it by video conferencing, I did that. And we got the highest vote for the paper, and the committee has been formed. So now all the regulations which are stopping air cargo are completely being relooked at it, and in that there is some important protocols. I wanted to share that word with you, and I just took a screenshot of that. I'll just read. These laws ecosystem will be built on principle of interoperability amongst all the 193 countries, and it will be a standard and architecture used. It will be publicly documented, it will be patent free, it will be royalty free, it will be non-discriminatory. All these things have been written into the standards and recommended practices of ICAO. That means it is part of law. It will be sent to every country, and all the 193 countries will do. So nobody can bring in any discrimination, but they can just make their own a different set of rules, not against this rule. So the whole air cargo in another 1 or 2 years will be completely devoid of all the legal shackles which were holding them back, and completely it will grow. So that was a major point which we did. So as Indians, every one of you should be proud of that. India initiated and 76 countries agreed to that. Second one, India has always been, I have talked to even Amberji about it, about 2 years back I spoke. India has always been taking rules, not making rules in air safety. बहुत दुखी की बात है. We are such a big country with such big brain power, and we wanted to sit and say, somebody writes a rule, yes sir, 3 bags full sir, if you want 4 bags full sir. Why should we do that? We have the capability to write rules. So for the first time, I convinced DGCA as well as MOCA to make India as part of the ICAO DG panel, for which I have been an advisor for 25 years. But India has not been. I have been helping every other country in the world, and I couldn't help India because India didn't want to be part. The good news is, last November, for the first time, India has joined that. So India will make rules for safety, not merely be taking rules for safety. So those are the two big things we want.
Thank you so much. I'll just quickly move to Abhinav Jain, who's done some amazing work in artificial intelligence and IT. That's the buzzword. I'm sure most of the youngsters would be very keen to hear Abhinav. Abhinav, over to you.
Thank you.
Two big
First
friends.
of all, let's give a big round of applause to Ambaji for such a great moderation which is happening. And to Balasubramanian sir, because I've seen him, and some of his work on various panels. Let's give a big round of applause for the safety things that India is leading. So where do I hail from? Before I talk about what I've been doing, I want to share a story. It was November 2015. City was New York. I used to work for JetBlue Airways, a couple of years before that. And I was leading their digital transformation team, primarily for commercial side of it. So for those, I think all of you know, commercial is more of the ticketing, sales, customer experiences, loyalty programs, and all of that. So me and my family, we were flying from New York to San Francisco. And on the way to airport, I get a message from the flight, the company. It was not JetBlue that time. And they sent me a message that your ticket has been cancelled on the way to airport.